Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the PRS SE NF3, the one that I got on Amazon resale for $508 free shipping, which I thought was a incredible deal for something that was supposed to be in like new condition, which in fact this appears to be in like new condition, and it does work, as you just heard. So that's a positive, right? When I first got it, I did get a scare, like I typically do get. The last 3 times my purchases from Amazon resale had issues. This one was no different. When I first plugged it in, no volume. Guitar had no volume coming out of any of the pickups. So my first inclination was, being the genius that I am, let me take a look at the input jack to make sure that there are no loose connections. So I took that off, looked at it, and the first thing I noticed was there was a wire that wasn't making a connection. It was completely off. So I just simply connected that, screwed it back in, plugged it in, and voila, we had sound. We were in business. So it was just a loose wire, or a wire not making the connection. And it does work, I'm happy to report. So, this guitar is the PRS SE NF3. Couple of observations, having played this for a short period of time. It's heavier than I thought. It's a poplar body. I thought it was going to be lighter, but it's not heavy by any stretch. But it's just heavier than I imagined. I would guess this guitar is probably on the higher end of the 7s. Maybe 7.6 pounds, 7.7 pounds. That's my guess. I'm going to officially weigh it soon. But it's a little heavier than I thought it would be. The other observation I have is that the neck carve on here, which is supposed to be the wide thin neck, which I've played many SEs with wide thin necks, it seems a little chunkier, a little fuller than the other wide thin necks that I've played. Like, for example, the SE sandblasted, what is that? Swamp Ash, right? I think that's the model. SECE sandblasted Swamp Ash. That also has a wide thin neck and seems a little thinner than this. Now, I've read some forums saying that the rosewood boards versus the maple boards, the rosewood boards on these guitars, same model, seem to have a thinner neck than the maple fretboards. I don't know why that would be, but just an observation. The other thing that I'm not crazy about is the fretwork on this guitar, and I think I mentioned it on the prior video. These frets are sharp. Now, I know it's approaching winter time. It's November. I don't know where this thing shipped from exactly, but maybe there was some, sitting around in the warehouse for a while type of deal with this guitar. I don't know. But there is fret sprout and some sharp fret ends on here. Now, I know the maple boards supposedly are more suspect to that than the rosewood supposedly. I don't know. But no big deal. That's no biggie. It's a minor nit. I'm trying to think of any other observations. The tuners, the stock tuners on here, seem to be working fine. There's a little bit of play in them, a little bit, but they have screws. I can adjust them and tighten them accordingly. But they seem to hold tune relatively well. Oh, I know. This is a nice surprise. These knobs on here, the control knobs, are the newer ones. I don't know how well you could see that, but they're the newer ones. They're not the old speed dial knobs. Now, most of the videos I've seen on this NF3 model have the old speed dial knobs, so I'm not sure if that's something new that PRS is starting to do now with this model, but they're noticeably better looking than the older knobs. They really are nicer knobs. Nicer knobs. What else? Pickups. These are the deep dish narrow field pickups. Now, you can watch a whole bunch of videos to get more detailed and substantive information on these pickups. But there's a lot of disagreements between what they sound like and what they don't sound like. Some people swear that these things are single coil sounding pickups disguised as humbuckers. Other people say not really. My opinion is, having this for a short period of time, they can approach sounding a little thinner than, your typical humbucker and sound Stratty-like at times, but they don't sound like Strat pickups. I have a Strat, so I know what Strat pickups sound like, as you guys do. I don't think these sound like Strat pickups. They may sound Stratty-like at times, depending upon how you set your amp and what your rig is. But they have their own thing going, which is kind of what I like. I have a Strat. I have single coil guitars. I have humbucker guitars. These are kind of a little different, which, I like. They have a nice tone to them. What else? 1 volume, 1 tone, no push-pull. 5-way switch. Switch seems to work fine. Finishing on this guitar, this is ice blue metallic, was beautiful. They did a nice job on the finishing. The neck is nice with this, carve around here. It's very comfortable. This is a set neck, not a set neck, it's a bolt-on neck, as most Strats are. What else? Trying to think. Anything else I'm missing? The tremolo is supposed to be very good. I don't use the tremolo arm much, so I really don't know if it is or not. Yeah, that's those are my the birds. For those that you like, some don't. I think these look good on this particular guitar. They have this bluish tint to the fake abalone that they have on these birds. Goes very well with this ice blue metallic color. So yeah, they don't bother me at all. I kind of like them. It has a plastic nut. That's about it, guys. Now, I will just play through the guitar clean so you can hear what it sounds like in the various positions. I'll start with the neck and we'll go down to the bridge. And now I'll play some individual notes. And now I will put on distortion. Let you hear what it sounds like in the various positions. We'll start with the neck and go to the bridge. And I will play single notes. So, that's the SE NF3 from PRS. I'm happy. For $508, free shipping, I can't complain. These guitars normally go for $799, as I mentioned earlier. There's a 20% off deal going on right now, year end, so this is for like $640, $639. I still saved well over $100 through Amazon getting this for $508. I'm happy with it. I like the guitar. It's a comfortable playing guitar. I think it's decent sounding with these pickups, these near-field pickups. They don't sound like anything I currently have. And it's well made. So very little for me to be disappointed in. The fretwork is a little sharp, but again, that's a minor nit that I can deal with. But other than that, it is really a nice guitar. Let me know your thoughts, guys, what you think in the comments. If you like these videos, please subscribe, please share. And until the next one, be well. See you soon. Take care.